the tour. Until where is there morah? How much do you have to fear your father? Says the tour. You're wearing your nicest suit. You're sitting in front of the community. Your father or mother comes and says, come over, and they rip your garment. He hits you over the head in public. You're sitting with all your friends in the synagogue or whatever it is, and your father kapaos you. Yeah. And they spit next to you. Don't disparage them. Don't talk negatively to them. Don't embarrass them. Why do you get parents like this? All a tikkun. It's all a tikkun. It's all a cleansing. אלא ישתוק, ויראה ממלך מלכי המלכים שציווהו בכך שאילו מלך בשר ודם גזר עליו דבר שהוא מכוער יותר מזה, לא היה לו לפרחס בדבר קל וחומר לפי מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. He says like this, if a king, imagine a king sent somebody to talk to you, yeah? And the king gave him prikaz ukas to do something to you, and he comes and he rips your shirt, that guy. You're going to say something against him? King is going to have your head tomorrow morning. What are you doing over here? He says, Hashem is the one, He's the king of all kings. He said, honor your father and mother. Make sure you respect them, make sure you listen to what they tell you, don't disrespect. Your father now came, he ripped your shirt. Yeah, how much more so you have to be careful not to say anything back and not to disrespect. Or he broke your iPhone, or he took away your stuff, I don't know what.
Rabbi, do we consider that somebody else's father is keeping Shabbat and all mitzvot? This is applicable, or if he doesn't keep, we have those anyways?
We have to honor our father regardless of his Shmirat Shabbat or not. You cannot say that he doesn't keep Shabbat and therefore that's it, you're not my father anymore. He's still your father, he still brought you into the world. It's a chiyuv, an obligation to make sure we respect him in the best way possible. Nonetheless, even when his father is breaking Shabbat, right? You don't tell him, Papa, that's you got to be very delicate with it. Papa, I think in the synagogue the rabbi said X, Y, and Z. Yeah, Nigmar, I think. Hazak Baruch, Hamevin Yavin, you'll get the point. Yeah, so too with your wife. You're at home. Yeah, this is al-Avdil. Obviously, the honor of your wife and father are not the same, but so too with your wife, generally, or with your husband, for those watching, that sometimes you make a mistake, and right away, you're not allowed to do this on Shabbat. Hello. Obviously what you're saying is true, yeah, most of the time, but you gotta know how to present it. When you give somebody medication, and that medication is bitter, very hard to get them to take it. Yeah, even though it's good for them. But when you take that medication and you put it with sweet taste, and he enjoys the medication. So too, you give somebody a rebuke, your wife, whoever it is, right? You tell them this is not allowed to be done on Shabbat. It has to be done with sweetness in a way that they will accept it. The Gemara says, off topic but on topic, the Gemara says that three things a husband says to his family before Shabbat. Isarten, eraften, hadliku et aner. Right? We say this every Friday night. Isarten means that you give the maaser. Take care of the fruit, make sure you give the maasrot, because on Shabbat it's a question if you can give the maasrot, because it's like metaker mana. It's fixing the food. And you shouldn't do that. Okay. Eraften, did you make the iruf? It's a discussion in the Gemara what that means. Iruvei hatzirot, iruvei tuhumin, shti Rashi and Tosafot over there. And then there's hadliku et aner. Hadliku et aner, he's not asking them, did you light the candles? He sees if they lit the candles or not. Rather, he's telling them, hadliku et aner. Pajalsta, light the candles. Since the Gemara, you're going to tell them to light the candles, you must say it benihuta. You know what benihuta means? In a nice, quiet, calm tone. Not hadliku et aner. Excuse me. Hadliku et aner, they're not going to do it. Says the Gemara, say it to them in a nice way, that way they'll accept it from you. Teaches you human psychology. Scream at somebody, tell him to do it, he doesn't want to do it. Why don't you want to do it? I don't understand. It's because the way you presented it. But if he says hadliku et aner in a nice way, then what? Then they're going to accept it from him and they're going to do exactly what he wants. So back to what we were saying, that if you have something to say to your father, you can tell him, I think the rabbi said X, Y, and Z, and nigmar. Let him figure it out, meaning don't sit there and think I'm doing a mitzvah l'shem shamayim and I'm going to start yelling now and I'm going to start breaking things and I'm going to, because my father is not doing what's right. No, he's still my father. The first obligation I have is to listen to him, meaning to respect him. To listen to him, that's a question. Yeah, if your father on Shabbat tells you, Yom Sinov, let's go check out this piece of real estate, get in the car, you tell him, Papa, I love you very much, I cannot go today. The Torah says that what? You have to honor your father and mother. You tell him, yeah, but let's read it together, come, let's get a chumash. Ish imo ve'aviv tirau ve'chabet otai tishmoru. Person should fear his mother and father, and keep my Shabbat. What does it say? Oh, what does Shabbat have to do with honor your father? It must be, Abba, that if you tell me to get in the car, I can't. I love you very much. Why don't we sit together and have a nice Shabbat meal, and we'll sing Kiyah Shemira Shabbat together. We'll enjoy ourselves. Maybe we'll have a l'chaim.
Блин, еще эту строчку-то найти надо.
Okay, that's true.